master the basic fundamentals of life and success. Goldel key to prosperity, success is not a mystery reserved for the lucky or the exceptionally gifted. It's a process, a deliberate journey built on mastering simple, foundational principles, the fundamentals of life and success. These fundamentals are not complex, but they are demanding. They require discipline, consistency, and a willingness to do the unglamorous work that most people avoid. While many chase shortcuts, hacks, or quick fixes, those who truly succeed understand that lasting achievement comes from executing the basics relentlessly, day after day. The paradox of success is that it's both straightforward and challenging. Most people complicate it, searching for elaborate strategies or secret formulas. They overlook the simple truths that have always worked: discipline, focus, habits, and action. They fail not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they neglect the fundamentals. Success is built on small, consistent decisions: waking up early, staying focused, prioritizing health, and executing plans even when it's hard. These actions aren't exciting, but they are effective. They form a foundation so strong that nothing can shake it. The problem is that consistency is rare. Many start strong, motivated by a new goal or burst of inspiration. But when results don't come quickly, when setbacks arise, or when the work feels repetitive, they quit. They abandon the process, convinced they need a new approach or a better strategy. In reality, they simply need to keep going. Success is not about intensity, it's about persistence. It's about doing the right things repeatedly, even when the rewards aren't immediate. Those who win aren't doing extraordinary things. They're mastering the ordinary, executing the fundamentals with unwavering commitment. This guide outlines the key fundamentals of life and success, expanded to provide a comprehensive roadmap for building a life of achievement. By embracing these principles, time management, habits, mindset, discipline, environment, and execution, you can transform your potential into reality. The path is simple, but it's not easy. It demands sacrifice, focus, and a refusal to settle for less than your best. If you're willing to pay that price, success becomes inevitable. Fundamental 1. Take control of your time. Time is your most valuable asset. Unlike money or opportunities, you can't recover lost time. Yet most people waste it, drifting through their days without a plan, reacting to distractions, or prioritizing low-value tasks. They wonder why they're stuck, not realizing that if you don't control your time, you don't control your life. Successful people are obsessed with time management, treating every minute as an opportunity to advance their goals. To master your time, start with intention. Each evening, plan your next day. List 3 to 5 high-impact tasks, actions that directly contribute to your goals, like working on a project, exercising, or learning a skill. For example, if you're building a career, prioritize networking, or skill development over answering non-urgent emails. This clarity ensures you begin each day with purpose, not chaos. Eliminate distractions ruthlessly. Social media, unnecessary conversations, and mindless entertainment steal hours daily. Use tools like website blockers or focus apps to stay on track. Silence your phone during deep work sessions and set boundaries with others. For instance, if a colleague interrupts with non-urgent requests, politely defer them to a later time. Protect your peak hours when you're most energized for your most important tasks. Time blocking is a powerful strategy. Schedule your day like a series of appointments, allocating specific hours for work, exercise, planning, or rest. Stick to these blocks as you would a meeting with a client. This structure minimizes decision fatigue and keeps you focused. For example, block 8 to 10 a.m. for creative work, 11 a.m., 12 p.m. for emails, and 3 to 4 p.m. for exercise. Consistency in this practice builds momentum. Say no to low-value commitments. Every request, meetings, favors, or social events consumes time. If it doesn't align with your goals, decline respectfully. For instance, if invited to a non-essential event, suggest catching up another way. Saying no preserves your time for what matters most. Most people overcommit, diluting their focus and stalling progress. Successful people prioritize ruthlessly. focusing on what moves the needle. Audit your time weekly. For 1 week, track how you spend each hour, noting time on productive tasks versus distractions. Analyze the data. Are you investing in high-impact activities, or are hours lost to scrolling or trivial tasks? Adjust your habits to align with your priorities. Apps like Toggle or a simple notebook can help. This reflection reveals patterns and empowers you to optimize your schedule. Mastering time means working productively, not just busily. Focus on outcomes, not activity. A busy day filled with low-value tasks achieves nothing. A productive day, centered on purposeful actions, moves you closer to your goals. Ask yourself, am I controlling my time, or is it controlling me? By mastering time management, you create the space to execute the fundamentals that drive success. Fundamental 2. Build powerful habits. Your habits are the foundation of your success. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your habits. Most people focus on setting ambitious goals, like losing weight or building a business, but goals alone don't create results. Habits do. Your daily actions, what you do consistently, not occasionally, determine your outcomes. Successful people build habits that create unstoppable momentum. Habits are the small, repeated decisions that shape your identity. If you want to be successful, adopt the habits of a successful person. Waking up early, reading daily, exercising regularly, and executing plans with precision. These actions aren't glamorous, but they compound over time, transforming your life. For example, reading 10 pages daily adds up to 3,650 pages a year, roughly 12 books, expanding your knowledge and perspective. To build powerful habits, start small. Grand overhauls often lead to burnout. If you want to exercise regularly, begin with 10-minute workouts 3 times a week. If you want to read more, commit to 5 pages daily. Small actions are sustainable, creating momentum that builds confidence. Track your habits using a calendar or app, marking each completed day to create streaks. Streaks gamify the process, making it harder to break the chain. Create a morning routine to set the tone for your day. Spend the first hour on high-value activities, meditation, journaling, exercise, or planning. For instance, a routine of 15 minutes of stretching, 10 minutes of reading, and 5 minutes of goal-setting primes you for productivity. End your day with a night routine like reviewing progress or preparing for tomorrow. These bookends provide structure, reducing reliance on willpower. Consistency is the key to habit building. Most people start strong but falter when motivation fades or life gets busy. Winners keep going, even when it's boring or hard. They understand that results come from what you do consistently, not sporadically. If you slip, follow the never miss twice rule. 1 missed day is a hiccup, but 2 risks a pattern. Get back on track immediately to maintain momentum. Eliminate habits that sabotage you. If you waste hours on social media, set strict time limits or delete distracting apps. If you procrastinate, break tasks into smaller, actionable steps to reduce resistance. Replace negative habits with positive ones. Swap scrolling for reading or snacking for a walk. Your environment plays a role here. Keep books visible to encourage reading or remove junk food to support healthy eating. Your habits create your identity. By consistently acting like the person you want to become, you become that person. Ask yourself, are my habits building me up or holding me back? Powerful. Habits lay the groundwork for lasting success. Fundamental 3. Master your mindset. Your mindset is either your greatest asset or your greatest obstacle. Success isn't about having the perfect strategy, it's about having the right mental framework. You can have the best plan, but if your mindset is weak, you'll hesitate, doubt yourself, or quit when challenges arise. Most people fail not because they lack knowledge, but because they let fear, insecurity, or negative thoughts control them. A strong mindset starts with controlling your thoughts. Most people are trapped by negative self-talk, focusing on what could go wrong or why they're not good enough. They tell themselves, I'm not ready, or I don't have what it takes. These thoughts become self-fulfilling, creating hesitation and inaction. Successful people train their minds to focus on possibilities, not limitations. They replace "I can't" with "how can I" and "this is too hard" with "I'll figure it out." To build a winning mindset, audit your thoughts daily. For one day, write down every negative or limiting thought like "I'll never succeed" or "this is impossible." Reframe each into a positive, action-oriented statement. "I'm capable of learning" or "I'll find a way." Practice this daily, and your mind will shift towards solutions and confidence. Affirmations can help. Repeat phrases like "I am capable" or "I create my success" to reinforce belief in yourself. Fear is a natural part of growth, but it's not the enemy. Inaction is. Most people wait to feel confident before acting. But confidence comes from action, not before it. Successful people act despite fear, building courage through repeated effort. For example, if public speaking scares you, start with small audiences and improve with practice. Each step forward builds confidence, proving you can handle discomfort. Stop seeking validation. Many are paralyzed by the fear of judgment, lowering their goals to avoid criticism or standing out. Winners focus on their vision, not others' opinions. They're willing to be misunderstood or criticized because they know success requires standing apart. Ask yourself, am I acting for approval or for my goals? Letting go of external validation frees you to pursue your potential. Focus on progress, not perfection. Many stay stuck, overthinking every decision to avoid mistakes. But perfectionism is a trap. It delays action and stifles growth. Winners take imperfect action, learning and adjusting as they go. For instance, if you're launching a product, release a minimum viable version, gather feedback, and improve. Progress trumps perfection every time. Surround yourself with positive influences. Limit exposure to negative news, gossip, or toxic people that drain your mental energy. Instead, read books by thought leaders, listen to inspiring podcasts, or connect with mentors who challenge you to grow. These inputs shape your subconscious, reinforcing a mindset of possibility and resilience. Ask yourself, is my mindset empowering me or limiting me? A strong mindset transforms challenges into opportunities, paving the way for success. Fundamental 4. Develop unshakable discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. Motivation is fleeting, it comes and goes with your mood. But discipline ensures you act consistently, regardless of how you feel. Most people rely on motivation, working hard only when inspired. When excitement fades or challenges arise, they stop. Winners don't negotiate with their feelings, they execute their plan no matter what. Discipline is a skill built through repetition. It's doing what needs to be done, even when you're tired, discouraged, or unmotivated. It's waking up early when you want to sleep, working out when you're sore, or studying when you'd rather relax. Each time you follow through, you strengthen your discipline. Each time you give in to excuses, you weaken it. Success hinges on your ability to do the hard things consistently. To build discipline, start small. If you want to wake up earlier, set your alarm 15 minutes earlier each week. If you want to exercise, begin with 10-minute workouts. Small wins create momentum, making discipline easier over time. Track your progress. Use a journal or app to mark each completed action. Seeing your consistency builds confidence and reinforces the habit. Remove choices to simplify discipline. Don't ask, should I work out today? Decide in advance and stick to it. Design your environment to support your goals. Lay out workout clothes the night before, keep distractions like your phone out of reach, or set up a dedicated workspace. These tweaks reduce reliance on willpower, making discipline automatic. Adopt non-negotiable standards. Winners don't skip workouts, miss deadlines, or make excuses. They hold themselves to a high standard, treating their commitments as sacred. For example, if you commit to writing 500 words daily, do it even if the words aren't perfect. This consistency builds trust in yourself, fueling confidence and momentum. Recover quickly from setbacks. Even disciplined people slip, missing a workout or procrastinating. The key is not letting one mistake derail you. Follow the never miss twice rule. If you miss a day, get back on track immediately. This prevents small errors from becoming habits. Discipline isn't just about effort, it's about focus. Winners don't grind aimlessly. They prioritize high-impact tasks. If you're building a business, focus on client outreach over minor admin work. This purposeful approach maximizes results and reinforces discipline. See discipline as your identity. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to be disciplined," say, "I am a disciplined person." This shift strengthens your commitment, making it easier to act consistently. Ask yourself, am I acting based on feelings or on my standards? Unshakable discipline makes success inevitable. Fundamental 5. Create a success-oriented environment, your D. Environment shapes your success more than you realize. The people you surround yourself with, the information you consume, and the spaces you inhabit influence your habits, mindset, and focus. Most people fail because their environment works against them, filled with negativity, distractions, or complacent influences. Winners design their environment to support their goals, creating conditions where success is inevitable. Audit your social circle. The people you spend the most time with shape your thoughts and actions. Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Do they encourage growth or make excuses? If your closest connections are lazy or negative, you'll adopt their mindset over time. Surround yourself with disciplined, ambitious people who challenge you to level up. Join mastermind groups, attend workshops, or connect with mentors who inspire excellence. Be intentional about the information you consume. Most people waste hours on negative news, gossip, or mindless entertainment, leaving them overwhelmed and uninspired. Winners feed their minds with strength and wisdom, reading books by thought leaders, listening to podcasts by innovators, or studying strategies that align with their goals. Limit exposure to toxic content and curate inputs that reinforce your vision. For example, replace an hour of scrolling with an hour of reading or learning. Optimize your physical environment. A cluttered workspace creates a cluttered mind. Keep your surroundings clean, organized, and free of distractions. If you want to work out consistently, set up a home gym or keep equipment accessible. If you want to eat healthier, remove junk food from your kitchen. Make the right behaviors easy and the wrong ones hard. For instance, keep books visible to encourage reading or block distracting websites to stay focused. Protect your energy. Energy is a finite resource. Yet most people squander it on pointless arguments, drama, or trying to please everyone. Winners set boundaries, saying no to distractions and walking away from negativity. They don't engage in debates with people who aren't open to growth or explain themselves to those who don't understand their vision. Focus your energy on what matters, your goals, growth, and execution. Create systems to stay consistent. If you want to write daily, set up a dedicated writing space and schedule uninterrupted time. If you want to exercise, plan workouts in advance, in prep gear. Systems reduce reliance on willpower, making habits automatic. For example, a writer might set a daily word count and use a timer to stay focused, ensuring progress even on low motivation days. Ask yourself, is my environment supporting my success or sabotaging it? A success-oriented environment amplifies your efforts, making growth inevitable. Fundamental 6. Execute relentlessly. Knowledge without action is worthless. Most people know what they need to do. Wake up early, eat healthy, work on their goals, but they don't do it. They hesitate, overthink, or procrastinate, letting fear and doubt stop them. Winners execute relentlessly, taking action consistently, even when the path isn't clear or the results aren't immediate. Execution starts with starting. Many wait for the perfect moment, more confidence, clarity, or resources, but perfection is a myth. The conditions will never be ideal, and waiting only delays progress. Successful people act before they're ready, trusting they'll figure it out as they go. For example, if you want to start a business, don't wait for a flawless plan. Launch a small product, test it, and refine based on feedback. Focus on the next step, not the entire plan. Overthinking the whole journey creates paralysis. Winners break goals into manageable actions, tackling one at a time. If you're writing a book, don't stress about the finished product. Just commit to 500 words today. If you're training for a marathon, focus on today's run, not the race. This approach builds clarity through action, revealing the path as you move. Embrace failure as feedback. Many avoid action, fearing mistakes or looking foolish. But failure is part of growth. It's proof you're pushing your limits. Winners don't fear failure. They learn from it, adjust, and keep going. For instance, if a marketing campaign flops, they analyze what went wrong, tweak their approach, and try again. Mistakes aren't the end. They're stepping stones to success. Take imperfect action. Perfectionism kills progress. Waiting for the perfect strategy or product delays execution and stifles learning. Winners launch before they're ready, knowing they can improve with time. A blogger might publish a rough first post, gather feedback, and refine their style. A business owner might release a basic product, then iterate based on customer input. Progress comes from doing, not planning. Create momentum through consistency. Execution isn't about one big push, it's about showing up daily, even when results are slow. Most people quit when progress stalls, convinced they're failing. Winners trust the process, knowing growth happens beneath the surface before it's visible. For example, a daily 30-minute workout may not show immediate results, but over months, it transforms your health. Stop overanalyzing. Many get stuck consuming more information, books, videos, advice, thinking they need to know more before starting. This is a disguise for fear. You already know enough to begin. The gap isn't knowledge, it's action. Winners prioritize doing over thinking, producing over planning. They understand that success is worked for, not thought through. Ask yourself, am I executing or just thinking about it? Relentless execution turns ideas into reality, separating winners from dreamers. Conclusion: success is not a secret. It's a system. It's built on mastering the fundamentals, controlling your time, building powerful habits, cultivating a strong mindset, developing discipline, creating a success-oriented environment, and executing relentlessly. These principles are simple, but not easy. They require sacrifice, consistency, and a refusal to settle for mediocrity. Most people know what to do, but lack the commitment to do it. They chase shortcuts, get distracted, or quit when the work feels hard. Winners are different. They don't rely on motivation or wait for perfect conditions. They show up every day, executing the basics with precision and persistence. They understand that results come last, after the work, the discipline, and the consistency. They trust the process, even when it's boring, repetitive, or challenging. And because of that, they build a foundation so strong that success becomes inevitable. You have everything you need to succeed. The question isn't whether you're capable, it's whether you're willing to pay the price. Will you master the fundamentals, or will you chase complexity? Will you stay consistent, or will you quit when it gets hard? The choice is yours. Start today. Choose one fundamental: time management, habits, mindset, discipline, environment, or execution, and take one small action. Build from there, day by day, and watch your life transform. Success isn't about luck or talent. It's about doing the work when others won't. Master the fundamentals, and you'll not only win, you'll become unstoppable.